What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Raptor Spiritus, and I am back with another one for you guys. So today we have the new Gatac pocket carrier. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it because I keep doing it wrong. So we're just gonna take a look at it and see what they say it is called. Let's see. Make sure this is up so everyone can hear it. All right. See.
The Tyilui is a new ship from Gatac Industries.
It is our first dedicated alien snub fighter carrier.
We have two categories within our snub division of ships. We have snub fighters and snub crafts. This is really designed for the former, the snub fighters. And they need a carrier because they don't have quantum drive. So they have a very limited range and require a larger ship to get them where the action is. And whilst the Tyilui may visually share some elements with the Raylan, it is a new ship chassis.
The real noticeable change on the rear of the vehicle is the large hangar door. And that really reveals the large hangar opening, which also has an air shield across the rear.
The Tyilui has the same armament as the Raylan, plus two additional top and bottom rear-facing remote turrets.
Yeah, so it doesn't have any tractor beams except for it has one tractor beam that's in there, but the two on the wings doesn't exist. So the two pilots on the Raylan that would control those true tractor beams control those two turrets. So
there's somewhere for the RMC if you're
I'll get back to it whenever it comes back up. It's a cool concept. It's absolutely a cool concept.
For the ammunition if you're reloading your guns.
It's a really cool concept. I'll give it that.
It's a very different environment to what we're used to on a lot of our human manufactured ships.
The Xi'an are the masters of sort of gravity and magnets. So the rear section of the Tyilui is its centerpiece. Not only does it hold the 4 snub bays, it does it in a sort of 360-degree environment, allowing
which that 360-degree environment, what he's doing, that running, that's from the Space Odyssey movie, if I'm not mistaken. So I think it's pretty cool that they allowing people to run around the whole thing. That's pretty cool.
The impact is pretty instant. There's no real sense of up and down.
You can go for a jog all the way around it.
That's cool.
Just a really incredible tech. It's a
it really is
fun space to play in.
As you leave the hangar,
like the moving parts.
Exits on either side. You walk through a little ready room for your snub fighter pilots. These are small, almost cave-like little corridors that allow you to transition from that intense experience of flying a snub fighter into the calm and into the safety of the rest of the ship. And then once you get back into the main elevator shaft, you're back into kind of like the shared hab area that you're used to on the Raylan.
The whole rec room is just like a huge space, really high ceilings. These massive, imposing arches on either side that frame the whole space.
It feels like a fancy Turkish restaurant for me. A bit Grand Bazaar vibes.
I mean, it is a very grand type of ship. Like it's very beautiful.
And I like to using the organic materials like actual alien rock on the walls, which feels nice, more architectural masterpiece.
The turret access rooms, there's one on either side of the ship, and they feel really interesting. They've got a little more than a typical.
They're the same that's on the Raylan.
I like to call it the turret reception. Just
those things to the right are supposed to be escape pods, but escape pod usage is not in the game yet.
This really nice window that gives you a nice view of the side of the ship, and there's like a nice bench.
I do love that both the Raylan and the Tyilui have windows everywhere. It's just so nice.
The Tyilui is for anyone that wants to be in the fight but wants to play in more of a support role.
Very happy with the ship. I think we've really sort of pushed the boat out, especially with the interior section at the rear.
Yeah.
You don't have that particularly large firepower, but enough of it is an annoyance to distract other players and allow other people in your fleet to help do the objectives.
It's about supporting your snub fighters and causing as much kind of chaos on the battlefield as you can. It's almost like a swarm of angry wasps that can go in and attack. Or if you've really annoyed people a bit too much, they can get back in and you can just jump away to safety.
You know we need an alien snub fighter now, right?
Yeah, and they know they need to make that alien snub fighter. That's quite necessary. That's cool. All right, so I'm gonna just kind of go over a couple things that I noticed. So, as I stated, this walking around thing, that's from the Space Odyssey.
From Gatac Industries.
So, and then let's go. Let me see if I can find, because now I realize that the Tyilui and the Raylan are a bit different, obviously, from the hangar, but I'm talking about on the interior of it. So, trying to get to where they're okay, right here. So this is the first floor that you walk into. So if you look up, right up here, this area is the first floor that you come in when you take the hover elevator up. And in the Raylan, they don't have this, but here they have this. So both interiors are very similar. The commons area and the bridge are pretty much the same, but when it comes to the plant life, the Raylan does not have this when you first come in, but also on the sides in the common room, like over here and over here, they're different displays. I mean, they look just like, you know, with the glass over it, and there's some sort of like plant life, but it's a little bit different between the ships, which I think is super cool. But I like that they've kind of given these ships, like, they didn't try to just take what was on the Raylan and just throw it all over here. They tried to make it its own and make it unique and different, besides just with the snub fighter hangar bay. Now, this definitely is not something for me per se. Now, if you ask me if this is a cool concept, absolutely. I think it's really cool. If I had a crew that I played with very often that like to do group ship play, like where we play together on one ship, I mean, you know, hey, this would be super cool. You know, get a whole crew of people and then, you know, just rock out. You know, I would think to be really effective, like this ship has basically it's 6 people to operate it, just the ship alone, if you want to operate it fully. The two guns on the man guns on the sides, the pilot, and then the 2 gunners that operate the 2 remote turrets that are on the back, on the top and then bottom of that, the back of that hangar bay. And then, of course, then you have the 4 pilots for a full group of snub fighters. So I will say the only thing I was not happy with was the cargo in this same area. It's compact, but I really think they could have easily done something like at the bottom, maybe, or I mean something that would have been a little bit of an easier loading. My org mates and I discussed it. I guess it was almost like they were trying to make sure that it stays as a snub fighter carrier, which is totally fine. Like I said, I actually really like this design. I just don't have a need for a snub carrier personally. If I had more people to do consistent gameplay with, that didn't have, you know, a bunch of these ships, or maybe have their own snub fighter ships, but nothing to carry it in, yeah, absolutely, this would be great. So it'll be great for somebody in a group, but really it's not something personally that I would use. But it's still a really cool ship all the way around. It was very well done. CIG really knocked it out of the park with the Raylan and the Tyilui. I'm sorry, the Tyilui, because it sounds like Louis, but it's a Tyilui. So they did a great job with both these ships. I'm very excited about it. Like I said, I did get the Raylan, but not the Tyilui. My org mates did, so we'll have to see how that goes. Maybe I can get we can get up and do a little gameplay with it and just kind of see how it flows. So that's all I got today, guys. But as always, it is your boy Raptor Spiritus. You guys stay safe out there, and I will see you in the verse.